Namaste. Namaste. For those of you who don't know what namaste means, it's an old Sanskrit greeting, and it's often used amongst Hindus in India. It's basically the belief that we all have a divine energy spirit force that lives within us. And it's a way of greeting someone and honoring that by saying namaste. You're greeting the person and honoring the divinity that lives within that person. I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to do. Growing up, I was exposed to this sort of belief and culture. I happen to be a multiracial individual with quite a diverse background. My mom is American, and she's a mix of French, African American, and Native American. And my father was East Indian from the island of Trinidad. Now, for those of you who don't know, Trinidad has a lot of people there that are of East Indian descent. There was a great influx of Indians from India that came to Trinidad in the late 1800s and early 1900s to work in the sugarcane fields as indentured servants. Slavery had ended, and the British needed people to work the fields. They needed people in the workforce to work those fields. So they brought a lot of East Indians over to Trinidad and to South America, Guyana. The country of Guyana in South America, and some of the other islands in the West Indies, but Trinidad and Guyana got the most amount of East Indian people. So that's why Trinidad, especially, has a very heavy influence of Indian culture there. So growing up, my sister and I, we would go to church with my mom on Sundays because my mom is Christian, and we would do prayers with my dad. They're called pujas, and they were Hindu prayers with my dad. So one thing I think that my sister and I probably got from the way we grew up is that, okay, there is a higher power, there's a divinity to our existence, but, whatever you feel most comfortable connecting to God, whatever way you feel most comfortable doing that, so be it. So that was one of the nice things that I guess I can say I got from my growing up with the sort of background that I have. So anyway, yeah, like I'm saying, namaste is just a wonderful thing to be able to do. To be able to honor someone's divinity beyond all of the labels. And since I have been in the world media, I think that a lot of people truly do connect to the beauty of my soul and that energy, divine energy force that comes through me and comes through in the things that I do. I just feel that so strongly with the different connections that I have with people from all around the world. And I too tend to connect with people in that way, like, beyond the layers, that deep connection, that spiritual connection, which is just so wonderful, and it's just so deep, and it's beyond all the, like I said, the labels and the layers, and oh God, the class and the race and the religion and all the different labels that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. You know, I have to say that I have really been blessed to have some wonderful supporters in my life. People from all around the world, and people that have even gone like the extra mile to show me love and to kind of say namaste to me through their actions. For instance, Brandon from York, PA, I think it is. Oh my gosh, made this beautiful doll for me. beautiful doll. He took his time and his energy and his creativity to make her for me, and he recently mailed her to me. And she now lives on my nightstand so I can look at her all the time. Just, just a wonderful gesture. This is what he does, and he does it really well. And he wanted to do this for me to show me that, he loves and cares for me. Uh, when I was in LAX about a week and a half ago, I went out there to do some more filming. And along the way, I was running into people that recognized me and, said that they loved my spirit and they connected with my story. And there was a woman there in LAX, came over to me, recognized me. She said, oh, that she absolutely loved my spirit and that she felt a connection to me. And this lady actually went over to the gift shop that wasn't too far away from us and bought me a box of chocolates. Now, let me tell you, the airport is not a cheap place, okay? And I told her you don't have to do it, but she wanted to. She insisted on buying me a box of chocolates, and I guess she knows a girl loves to eat, okay? So, they are delicious. It's these candies, and let me tell you, I'm trying to be good and like do a piece every other day to make it last, but they're just delicious. And that was her way. I talked about Michelle Lamanox, and I know I butchered that name, and she's French. And I have French in me, and I should be ashamed, but I'm not very good with my French. But she took me to lunch about a month and a half ago, and she bought me this beautiful angel. And that was her way of showing me that, she loves me and that her way of honoring, the I guess my divine spirit, the spirit that lives within me, and her way of saying namaste. I mean, it's just been absolutely amazing, and not only through material things, like lunch or buying me an angel. There's people that have just expressed through kindness their love for me and have basically said namaste to me through their actions and kindness. And like, for instance, there's Joanna who invited me into her home, and her mom, we had a wonderful conversation for about an hour, and it was just a beautiful time together. Just by inviting me into her home. Family and friends that are in my corner, my mom and my aunt, who I call Titi, and Sean Halt, and oh my God, the list just goes on and on. There's so many people to name. Dee Dee Robinson, my cousin, and just a number of family and friends who have been in my corner and support me and love me and remind me from time to time that, I am special, that I have something that I'm offering the world, that I'm touching the world in my own unique way, and that I'm touching many people. And friends like Harry, who is with AHF, one of the outreach organizations here in South Florida, Timothy O'Connor, my therapist, Sandy Keefs, who has become a wonderful friend to me and is so phenomenal when it comes to numerology and connecting it to one spirituality. That these people remind me from time to time in their own unique ways that, I'm special, that I am doing something special here on the planet, and I am touching people, and so it's really, really been inspiring to me, and it's helped me to continue going. There's Justin Gwen, a guy, one of my wonderful supporters from Facebook, who just about every other day is sending me information about some casting call or some acting opportunity to help me with my, with me growing in my acting career. And he's not getting paid for this. He's just doing it out of the kindness of his heart because he sees something in me, and he wants to show it in that own unique special way that he can do it. So, another way of saying namaste. And it's just I mean, I could sit here and just go on and on and on. There's Eddie and Steve, um, just, two phenomenal individuals. They're partners here in Wilton Manors. I've been to their home a number of times. They've opened their home up to me and treated me with such love. And it's just, I mean, I just get so flustered when I think about all of the love. I really do. And then, today I was contacted by a wonderful spirit. Her name is Matea. She's out of Boston. And we've been in contact for the last few months. Matea is a trans teenager, male to female. And she's been going through a bit of a rough patch, but she definitely has the desire to be an activist, and she's on the road to that. I see so much potential with her, and I know that she has a future full of just wonderful opportunities that are in store for her. I know she's going to do some great things. Um, she touched me before because she had gone through a little rough patch, and she said that she had my book, Beyond Face Value, my memoir, with her, and that's what got her through. But today really took the cake. For a lot of trans people, changing your name is like a big event. I didn't change mine. I have an Indian name, and it kind of went with me. I just abbreviated my full name into Rajee, but it's still, the RAJ is still part of my full name, which is Rajendra. And it's my birth name, so I didn't really have to change it. A lot of Indian names have kind of like that unisex vibe, but for a lot of trans people, they do change their name. And Matea contacted me today to tell me that she has officially changed her name. Her first name is will be officially Matea, but her middle name, she has decided to have it be Rajee, my name. She's going to probably pronounce it Rajee. And like I said, honey, whether you say Rajee or Rajee, as long as you're saying my name. But no, it touched my soul. She said that she wanted to do that to honor me. It was her way of wanting to honor me. And she said that she feels that I've just, I'm a wonderful activist and for our community, and that, she feels that I'm just a wonderful person, and I'm touching many lives, and I've certainly touched hers. And it just really, 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 really took me for a loop because, she's naming herself after me to honor me. To honor me. Sometimes I think to myself, am I doing what I'm supposed to do here? Am I doing enough? I question myself, and Lord knows I've worked hard, and I've really been in the trenches fighting the good fight, and I've really, tried to, in everything I do, touch the world in divine, positive ways. But I do have my moments. And so when I have all of these wonderful supporters in my life, in their own unique way, showing me that they love me and they care for me and they honor me, it truly inspires me to continue going on. It really does. Their way of saying namaste to me. And I feel that that is probably one of the highest things that you can do to a person is to honor them and see the divinity that lives in that person beyond all of the labels and the layers. And so I'd like to do that in this very moment. I'd like to say namaste to every single soul here on the planet and every single soul that has left this physical experience and gone into eternity somewhere. I'd like to honor the divinity in each and every being beyond all the labels and the layers. I see the divinity in you. Namaste. Namaste.